What up, everybody? We back again with another episode of Always Talking Sports. I'm your host, Maurice Edwards. In this episode, we're gonna talk some football. Preseason been going a little bit. A couple teams got the Cowboys and the Steelers got 2 games under their belt. A couple teams will be playing tonight. A couple teams played yesterday. Today's date is August 14th. So when this drop on YouTube, however long it take to upload, I don't know why that long loading process is so long. But today, man, we got another guest joining us again. Yak, as he got up on his screen, Big Yak. I didn't know that was his new name out here, but yeah, it's Yak joining us again.
3 kids to do that to you.
Yeah, so we just gonna talk a little.
Niggas.
Hey, I had to get something to drink, bro. Hey, we're just gonna talk a little football today, a little preseason. Gonna talk a couple rookies in here too. So to start it off, we're gonna ask Yak personally. I'll be saying we like it's more than me or something. Like they probably be watching this like, man, it's just him. What he be talking about we? But we're gonna ask Yak, what 3 teams are he looking to see this preseason to that'll improve from last year?
So 3, I'm gonna go with the Rams since they be giving us fits in the playoff. Well, I'm a Saints fan. Let me say that. So since they be giving us problems in the playoffs, I'm gonna go with the Rams. We're gonna see what the new quarterback does, Stafford. He's a gunslinger. McVay's a gunslinging play caller. So we're gonna see if that helps them. Everybody wanted to blame Jared Goff last year with their problems. So we're gonna see if Garrett.
Hey, so why you said that Stafford better do something because Goff got a Super Bowl appearance.
Right.
I mean, a lot of quarterbacks can't even say that. Stafford don't even got no. Now the talent all there, and like you said, he was in Detroit, but he also had Calvin Johnson. So it's a couple times he should have. Now, granted, y'all did kill him in the playoffs that one year. They did get there, but they probably should have did a little more because he did have Calvin there with him.
Right. So we're going, and then with a healthy Deshaun Jackson, we're going to see how that goes.
Mm-hmm. That's a good piece.
Hopefully he gets his feet back right, his legs back right. So with Cooper Kupp under there, you got Deshaun Jackson. We're gonna see what they get freaky with in the preseason, regular season. Really, the Tennessee Titans. That's what I'm really expecting. You can't load the box no more. Even though when you was loading the box, it still wasn't helping y'all.
Don't start that.
Nah, I'm not. I already know John top 5. That boy's a hardball. He'll get the job done. Okay. And then we gonna finesse over that little statement. But nah. So I got the Rams, I got the Titans. It was a toss-up between I wanted to say Washington, but I don't like their quarterback. I don't like Fitzpatrick. He got the magic, but it's only so much he can do.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. He's not consistent. Like, if he was consistent, he wouldn't bounce around so much. But
yeah,
it's like,
and what he got like 8
talent.
Yeah, he got 8 kids and named his kids after every city he's been in.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I found that out probably a couple months ago.
That's fun fact. Fun fact here on Always Talking Sports. You learned that because I damn sure didn't know that.
Yeah, so he bounces around too much. They should have kept the bun from Ohio State. I would have liked to see Haskins. I would have loved to see Haskins with another year with Scary Terry.
And they added Curtis Samuel. They got Antonio Gibson in the backfield. They got talent.
Right. And I think they picked up another corner too. I can't remember his name.
William Jackson.
Oh, okay. But I would like to see them. I would like to see how they would have meshed. Now it's either between the Browns and the Chiefs. We already know what the Chiefs is. They just needed to add offensive line people, which they did. They got their people. But the Browns, I don't know why Jadeveon Clowney went there. He willingly went to Cleveland. But I ain't about to, this the home state, so I ain't gonna say too much.
We say that for when we get into the, them Browns fans. Hey man, y'all kill me. I'm gonna remind y'all every time. I don't care what y'all record was last year. Y'all went 0-2 versus Baltimore, and it's not by chance because every time we step on the field and play the Cleveland Browns, we're going to have Lamar Jackson. So you know what that means? We're probably going to have a good shot at winning the football game.
Oh, that's a fact.
Go ahead. My fault, though.
And they might get I'm just freestyling this part. Might have to do a special Always Talking Sports podcast in Cleveland for the All-Star game.
Hey, now.
We're going to politic about that, though.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, it gave us some. And, yeah, we're gonna talk about that after we get off here.
Yeah.
If y'all wondering why I'm drinking orange juice, it's early in the morning. So me and Yak just chilling.
Oh, yeah, it's either orange juice or apple juice. Got to get right.
Cranberry. I'm a cranberry guy.
Oh, you an old soul.
You know, come on. You know I'm an old head.
I see you trying to get your insides right. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, whatever floats your boat.
Hey, I've been drinking that since I was a kid, bro. I don't know why I like that shit so much.
Man, it is healthy though.
Fact.
But that's who I'm excited to see. I wanted to see them in preseason. I seen Dallas. They lost to the Steelers, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, so they out of playoff contention already.
They played Arizona last night. I caught a little bit of it, but I didn't see too much of it. I'm gonna go back and rewatch some stuff. But to follow up what I asked you, the teams I would like to see this preseason to see how they look. Number one on my list. Well, I ain't really have them in no order, but the team on my list, one is I'll probably go Jacksonville because I'm interested to see what they do. One's because Urban Meyer's first time in the NFL. Like, is he gonna be able to translate that whole type of game plan? Yeah, you can see he already got something in mind. They didn't drafted Travis Etienne, and basically sounds like they're gonna use him the same way he used Percy Harvin at Florida. You feel me? He took most of his reps in the slot, playing that hybrid spot like Curtis Samuel played at Ohio State, Percy Harvin at Florida. I can't think of who played it at Bowling Green, but, you know, it's always going to be somebody in that spot. Then, of course, they took Trevor Lawrence with the number one pick, who people been calling the next savior at quarterback since he's probably the best since Peyton Manning, they saying. I don't know, like Cam Newton ain't come out, but I feel that's a little disrespect because ain't nobody else on that Auburn offense even playing the NFL, but that's another topic for another day. They got some young pieces on defense. See what Miles Jack gonna do. He's one of the rare players they still got from the team that went to the AFC Championship. They signed Rayshon Jenkins at safety. They signed the Griffin brother from the Seahawks. They signed the corner. So I'm interested to see what they're gonna do. I didn't even mention it, but now I'm gonna do it for the pub, and I'm gonna hashtag it for the pub. They signed Tebow at tight end. So I mean, I don't really think he's gonna make a difference for him, if you're being honest, but he got a chance of making it just because Urban Meyer did coach, honestly. You know how they rock it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another team I had on my list, another team with young talent that, of course, I'm going to keep up with because they play in our division is the Bengals. I'm going to interested to see how Joe Burrow look coming back from that leg injury, you know, bouncing back around the same time as me. So he better be right. He on NFL training. But I heard in that camp he was a little up and down, and this coming from his teammates like Tyler Boyd, Jesse Bates, and even he said in his press conference he don't feel like he's where he should be. But we're going to see how that is. They drafted Jamar Chase, so they're expecting him to be that guy. They got some good receivers. They got T. Higgins already. They got Tyler Boyd, so I'm interested to see how that's going to look. And no lie, about every 10 years since you get a good receiver, so he might be that next one. 10 years ago was AJ Green. 10 years before that, it was your favorite player, Ocho Cinco. So we all know how that's going to rock and how they going to look on defense because they play in the AFC North. So, one, you got to stop the run game because you got to play Cleveland and Baltimore twice a year, and you know they're going to run at you. Pittsburgh, they drafted Najee Harris, so that shows they want to get back to that type of style because they couldn't do that at all last year. So how's that defense going to look? You mentioned William Jackson. He signed with the Redskins. Well, not the Redskins, Washington football team, my fault. And he even threw a little shot at Cincy when he signed out. I'm like, I left because I don't think the organization was up to par. So we're going to see what they do. Is Jesse Bates contract year? Are they going to keep him? They debating if they're going to keep him. I think he's one of the most slept on safeties in the NFL. You got to keep him, but that's my opinion. So that's my other thing. And my last and final team out of all is the 49ers. They got a lot of talent. They just took a quarterback in the top 3 that they traded up to get Trey Lance, who you a witness of mine. We go back in the group chat. I'm always trying to find somebody like, hey, bro, he like that before he get like that. But they got that. They got a lot of players coming back from injury. Somebody who I think will win Defensive Player of the Year and Comeback Player of the Year, and the Bosa, the little brother. They just got a lot of injured guys coming back. They got second-year players who we'll get to later on that I think will take that step and help that offense come even more elite. So my thing is with them, how I want to see this preseason, like how Jimmy G gonna come out playing. Because like eventually that job not gonna be yours no more. But how much longer you gonna keep your foot on the pedal to make the 49ers not bench you? So that's something I'm interested with seeing with them.
He gotta get back to 2019 for him.
Yeah, he got to, or that leash might be real short. And the way Trey Lance been killing at they practices from the videos I seen, from the stuff I read. She called me tacky, but I was just in Kroger's the other day waiting for these food stamps. I was done shopping. I'm waiting for my food stamp people to get there. I'm reading the little football magazine in Kroger's, you feel me? But
yeah, even the players is behind him. And
you feel me?
Once the starting quarterback starts doing bad and everybody's for the second, that's
it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah, so it's like we've seen that plenty of times. People's rooting for the second guy to come up because they know he a dog.
Yeah, and it's a wrap after that.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go on to the next question we have here. You could list it in order, your 1 through 5, 5 through 1, or you could just give us 5. What 5 rookies are you interested in seeing this preseason?
I'm gonna go with Devontae Smith. Just because
I think he just got injured. I seen that this morning.
Yeah, I think it was it something serious? I ain't see that this
morning. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look back on it. Don't quote me too much on that.
Oh damn. So hopefully that ain't serious. They can just keep him out of preseason, get him right for the first game. I'm gonna go with him. I'm not gonna say I haven't seen nobody like him. I just put him in the same category as those fast, twitchy guys like a Stephon Diggs, Antonio Brown, Odell, those type of receiver, Devontae Adams, those fast, twitchy guys. I just like that type of style. Like even when I was back playing, I wish I was that type of style where my feet would just like Ocho. So I like him. I'm gonna go with Najee Harris, even though he in Pittsburgh. I'm a rep for him. He wearing 22. That's the favorite number, so that's gonna be the biasness in that. And plus, I just liked how the type of guy he is. As far as let me pause that. I like the type of character he is. You say they said he drove from like Texas to the draft to support his guys. He was always a big time teammate in college. He always kept his head, even though I didn't know the nigga was like 26 years old though. He an old head. So he just I don't know what's up with that. But other than that, I'm gonna root for him. He's 22, and then I just want to see Mike Tomlin keep doing good, putting on for the black head coaches and
for sure.
Future,
even though he is still a coach, and I hate him, I feel that 101%, bro.
Right. That's how I feel with when Ohio State players come to the league. I'm gonna root for Justin Fields. I'm gonna root for Scary Terry. I'm not rooting for the coaches, they ain't got no melanin in their skin.
I'm a big Joey fan. I ain't gonna lie to you. Even though I know they voted for Trump. But it's all good. You're a good football player. That's all I know you for.
Right.
Hey, one thing you won't have to worry about is us talking politics on this show. I promise you won't.
Yeah, this is straight barbershop talk right here.
Yeah.
So I got Najee Harris. I got Devontae Smith. I'm going to go with Asante Samuel just because I want to see, not if he lives up to his dad's, because, I want him to create his own lane, even though he got the same name, but create his own lane. No, I want to see him live up to the hype as being that, all right, my dad was good. Now I'm going to be even better in the league, or I'm going to be just as good as him. So I want to see him do good. I got Peyton Turner just because, we drafted him out of Houston.
You got to see what he like.
DN out of Houston coming to my Saints. So Marcus Davenport, this his last. Hey, if you don't get it right,
he has to step it up. And what y'all trade 2 first rounds to go up and get him?
Yeah,
and you ain't the only Saints fan I know upset about that. You and Q tight.
Yeah, he got to go. This your last season, bro. You got to go. Peyton can take over. And then as far as any other rookies, I wanted to say like a Trey Lance, but I know he's not going to really play this year. So I went kind of with I wanted to say Kwity Paye out of Michigan. He went.
I knew you was going. I knew. Don't try to slide him up in there because I knew he's gonna be on this rookie list.
And my dog went 22. It all comes back around. So I'm gonna see what he does up in the coast. Hopefully he plays a lot this year since he went first round, or even if he plays like how Rashawn Gary played in Green Bay. Here and there, you didn't really play full time, but you got enough reps to get your feet up under you.
Rashawn Gary should take a big step for them.
Oh, for sure. So so that's gonna be the 5 that I'm rocking with those rookie guys right there.
Okay, so with the 5, I got one. Probably I'm gonna go with Micah Parsons up out of Dallas.
Yep.
I think he's versatile. Dallas is probably the last 2 drafts has just been doing the best thing they could do is take the best football player at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Just like they took CD last year, they took him this year at that pick. And I think he's going to be real versatile for them. He could do everything. He could rush the passer. He could drop back in coverage. He's the next type of generation linebacker you really want. He's not just going to be able to do one thing. Like, he's going to play all 3 downs. I don't ever see Dallas taking him off the field. I think he's going to be a problem for them. My other rookie I want to see, I'm going to be like you. I'm going to be a little biased here. It's going to be 2 and 1. I'm going to go with both of the defensive ends up out of Miami. Greg Rousseau, who I was sick because he was 1 pick away from us drafting him. I think we really would have took him because he could have, right? Yep, and had a sack last night on Penei Sewell, who was the top 10 pick for the Detroit Lions, went on and bullied him. He's going to be real versatile, and I'm interested to see what Jalen Phillips do. He stayed in Miami. It's crazy. He went to the Dolphins. They need the pass rush. You know, the Dolphins were on the verge of making the playoffs last year. So right now they're just adding talent to that roster to see what they're going to do. Mm-hmm. After that, my 4th one, I'm going to kind of say Justin Fields. Yeah. Just because Matt Nagy, their coach, is more of in a win now situation than Shanahan and the 49ers. And like, he messed up on the Trubisky pick over Watson, even though Watson is going through his little stuff right now off the field. On the field, at that time, nobody had Patrick Mahomes above Watson. It was a couple people who did. I won't say nobody, but a lot of people thought Deshaun Watson was back and was completely shocked when the Bears took Trubisky. So he got his chance to make that up in field. So I don't know how much he wants to take a risk, not knocking Andy Dalton, because he's a very good I ain't gonna say very good quarterback. I think he was very good when he was in Cincinnati. I will give him that because he gave us a lot of problems. So I knew about that firsthand. But I think he's good. But I think Fields is like you said, when the rest of the team is rooting for the backup quarterback and they want him to be the man, I think it's at some point in time you got to make that change. And Andy Dalton has been balling in their little practices. Of course, he probably barely played in the preseason, but if Justin Fields go out there and is doing his thing during the preseason, it's going to be very hard for them to not play him, especially when your best players on the team, Khalil Mack, Eddie Jackson, Allen Robinson, want this to be the quarterback. So I'm interested to see that. And then my last rookie I'm interested to see. I ain't going to be biased here. Probably Jamar Chase.
Oh, Cincinnati, yep.
Yeah, just because, he sat out a whole year with college because he had to, just like Greg Rousseau had the option to sit out because of COVID. But the receiver you named, Devontae Smith, won the Heisman. His teammate, Jalen Waddle, probably is the most explosive weapon in this draft. So, like, if Jamar Chase don't show from the gate and them guys come out off the gate, you won't hear the question. One, should have drafted Penei Sewell to protect Joe Burrow? 2, did they draft the right receiver? because the thing being around his camp is Jamar Chase ain't look as excellent as everybody thought he's been. And then 2 receivers, the guy you named, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Waddle has been lighting things up. Of course, Devontae Smith got injured, but Jalen Waddle, they said he can't be guarded down there in Miami. And I just seen something of him cooking the Bears DBs the other day. So that's going to be my 5 rookies I'm interested to see this preseason here.
Yeah.
So following it up, this one, you could just keep it 1 player, 2 players. I know you probably got a couple players. Which second-year player do you expect to take a big leap this year and help their team? It doesn't have to just be preseason talk. This could be for real.
Yeah. Yep. So what I want to see is Justin Herbert got right up to that line to where he can be in that next top tier status that he's at. So between him and hopefully he doesn't get like that sophomore slump or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But he had such a tremendous first year. It's like, all right, now you're gonna be looked at and graded a little different now.
Yes, sir.
So it's either between
he got to make them a playoff team. Like that's how he gonna be looked at now.
And with Derwin coming back, you got Bosa is healthy. You got
Allen. You got Mike Williams.
You still got a nice defense.
Mm-hmm.
So you take that next step, the whole team takes the next step, and then y'all really making noise out there. Even though I ain't really got them, going to the Super Bowl or nothing. But
not just if they become a competitive fighting for a playoff seed, that's another scary team.
So between him and then I got a Henry Ruggs out in Nevada. I want to see what he does with them. I really don't have no faith in Oakland probably to even make the playoffs.
Las Vegas. How you just get it right with Nevada, then follow up?
I ain't really got no faith in them really making the playoffs. If they do, congrats. If they don't, they're going to have to just pay old boy to leave and go sit on the couch and collect that $10 million for the next.
Yeah, because
it was like $100 million 10 years. It was something stupid. So like y'all just gonna have to take that L on that. I don't know, but that's a whole nother subject. But to put a Ohio State guy in there, I want to see Chase Young take that next step as well. I feel like
he's on his first snap. Well, it wasn't his first snap, but his first third down of the preseason, he went and got Cam.
Got him. Just as big as Cam. Might be a little bigger.
Yeah.
Because he is a DN, so he can be bigger. That boy gonna be a problem. So I'm a root for him. Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. I also had Henry Ruggs in there. Isaiah Simmons. I'm a fan of his ever since he came out of Clemson. I wanted us to draft him, but I forget who we took in front of him though, or who we got after him because Cardinals grabbed him. But I'm gonna also root for him. That's gonna be my quick little 5 right there.
Okay, so a couple of them guys I'm actually was on the same track with you. One is the Isaiah Simmons. Is he gonna be able to become that chess piece weapon? Just like he was at Clemson, will he eventually become that in the NFL? Because you see, that's the thing they're trying to do. Because they want to draft Xavier Collins from Tulsa, who won basically every defensive college award. He's a linebacker who's very versatile as well. So, is Isaiah Simmons going to take that leap? Because Cardinals, they off track, but the Cardinals is one of the teams I thought about putting on my list of teams because they at that point now where you gotta turn it up. Because I keep hearing this Kyler better than Lamar. Lamar ain't never missed the playoffs. Lamar got MVP. Hey, if y'all ain't noticed, I'm a Baltimore fan. I'm always going. But so like that. But Isaiah Simmons was one. Didn't have no order, but just one of the players. Herbert was another because I was on the same thought as you. If he take that, now you have, I ain't going to say you arrived, but you put everybody on notice. And like you said, they getting their healthy pieces back on defense, so that's going to help that defense. He got all the weapons on offense. You've seen how he came out, so it's only going to be even more experience with them. So he was definitely one of the guys. And another one, Ruggs. Yeah, that was another guy on my list because, like, you was took in front of Jerry Jeudy, who I thought was the best receiver coming out just because his routes is crazy, and CeeDee Lamb, who's looking like the best.
Right.
So, like, you were took in front of both of them guys, and they came in Jerry struggled a little bit. Judy played real well. I mean, Judy struggled a little bit. CD played real well. Probably would have been even better if Dak didn't get injured. But another guy I got, even though he just got injured, is Justin Jefferson. Because now that's another guy he was took over who actually has 1,400 yards, bro. Randy Moss record. You do that, you're really doing something.
Right.
Now you're going to be the focus. You're going to be the number one receiver that all defenses will be game plan for. You're going to see the best corners. You're going to see the Jalen Ramsey. You're going to see the Jair Alexander. So you got to see twice in the NFC North. You're going to see the Marlon Humphrey, the Tre'Davious Whites, the Marcus Lattimore, the Denzel Ward. Like now you're going to see them guys. And you might play a team like the Patriots where you got to see Gilmore or J.C. Jackson, and they'd mess around and have J.C. Jackson follow you all game and keep one of them safeties over top.
Yeah, bracket his ass. Yep.
Yeah, you feel me? So now we going to see, are you really, really like that? And my fifth player on this list, going back to the home team, because I feel like he's going to go bananas this year, is baby Ray Rice. And that's J.K. Dobbins because Mark Ingram's gone. And he showed last year during the end of the season that him and Gus Edwards were the reason Mark Ingram stopped getting touches. Because like JK, and he's a home run hitter. I give him credit. I didn't know. You know how some guys, they hit home runs in college, but you like, I don't know if they're going to do that in the league. You feel me? Because, players are faster in the league. But JK has he's fast. He's fast, so I definitely give him his credit for that.
Once he gets going, it's you better hawk him down. You better be on your shit to hawk him down.
Yeah, he going. But them are some guys I want to see. A couple of them was, can they keep the same expectations like not Ruggs, Herbert and Jefferson? Then it's guys like Simmons and Ruggs are all ready to take that step because y'all was first round picks. Then we got JK up in there, somebody who not the same talent, but like a Alvin Kamara, how y'all got him in the third round and he instantly, that offense, boom, he added something. We took JK second, boom, he instantly added something. So that type of impact can he now, JK, just keep it going, keep it up like that. Yeah. So them are some second guys I'm looking forward to. The next one here, we got a couple more for y'all. Which free agent signing did you like the most this offseason?
I was going to go Carson Wentz before he got hurt. Just because.
Wouldn't that be crazy if they traded for Nick Foles? Because you hear that's what they talking.
Yeah, but what was Wentz's contract, though? Do you remember?
I can't remember, but I know this injury could play a part in it because it was some stuff having to do with him playing a lot, playing a certain amount. I think that's why he's trying to rush back for that week one.
Right, him and Quentin trying to rush back for week one.
Yeah, Quentin, speaking of, I'm going to have him in a little list on another episode coming for y'all.
Okay. Well, yeah, it was going to be Carson, but the top free agent signing.
It could have been a trade this offseason, anything you think, like, or you could just name a couple. It could have been anything this offseason.
I'm gonna bring up the Titans again. Just Julio. Just you got a monster in the backfield. You got a monster on the side, and then you got a baby monster if you want to call Corey that. So it's like they got a 2-year window.
Yeah,
depending on Julio's feet, because he got a bad foot. So they got a 2-year window to make something happen, or it's gonna be Henry. He's not gonna keep this up for 2 more years.
Yeah.
So they got to capitalize on that, capitalize on Julio's health.
Tannehill been playing crazy.
Right. So it's like, when it comes to him, I always think it's funny that he even
is balling like that.
That he even went into college as a receiver. Like, why aren't you doing this from the jump? Like, before you got to Texas A&M.
That is crazy when you think about it. And it's crazy that we even I was about to make us sound so much older than what we really are. But the fact that we really like seeing him in college, like play receiver at Texas A&M, then mid-season at Texas A&M, he went from their leading receiver to the starting quarterback. We're like, hold up. then he was a top 10 pick at quarterback. And us, we like, top 10 pick after you know, I'm gonna keep it a G. I'm like, man, they wouldn't have took no black quarterback who made a mid-season change and is
Right.
top 10. So no lie, but yeah, that
They try to
it
do
is.
the opposite. Like with a Lamar, try to switch him from quarterback to something else.
You feel me?
What I forgot dude's name. The quarterback, the black quarterback that went to Kentucky. He was a little.
Randall Cobb
Nah, not Cobb. He was like it was either a year or two ago.
with the I know exactly what you're talking
With the
about.
dreads.
Yeah,
They
I
tried
know
to.
exactly what you're talking
We
about.
was looking at to switch him around to make him a Taysom Hill type player. If we would have got him.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Like,
they definitely try to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna go Julio on that though, with that off signing trade / signing, whatever.
yeah, I might have to agree with you there just because like the Titans are a threat. Or let me see something real quick. I feel like it's something I'm forgetting right now.
You don't like A-Rod telling them to go sign Randall Cobb?
No, I don't feel like Randall Cobb was really a threat there. If anything, I thought Green Bay should have went a little younger and probably got a receiver like through the draft or something. Like I think somebody like them, for example, instead of being pressed for a trade like Randall Cobb, I think they should have drafted somebody like Rondale Moore. Yeah, you feel me? Like somebody who probably went earlier than everybody expected, but like a Kadarius Toney. Like I think that's the more route they should have went. We know what Devontae Adams will do on the outside. It's even sometimes a couple of the other young receivers, Lazard. What's the other one's name from South Florida? 83. I can't pronounce his name right now, but he make plays. So I think if they could have got somebody inside, which they won in Randall Cobb, I think they would have went a younger direction in that way. That could have been exciting. But I think I'm gonna go with Orlando Brown getting traded to the Kansas City Chiefs because one, we lose a tackle, which is Baltimore, but he goes to the Chiefs at that, which has been like our kryptonite right now. We cannot get past Kansas City, and for them to get the guy, even if it's just for this year, because we're gonna see how things work out with everybody they got on big contracts, and it's kind of the reason we got rid of Orlando Brown is because we're about to have to pay him, and he wants left tackle money, and he had always played right tackle for us till Ronnie Stanley got injured last year, so that's when he was like, I want to move back to left tackle full time, which he played at Oklahoma and things like that. So I don't knock him. So how is that going to go for the Chiefs? They went and got their guy to protect their quarterback from their blind side. And Orlando Brown's a great blocker. I don't care what he did in those shorts and t-shirt. When he was at Oklahoma, he was a great blocker. Ask Baker Mayfield. And since he had been in Baltimore, he's a great blocker. You got to ask Lamar Jackson or any of our running backs we have. So I think that was that was a power move for them. They upgraded that whole offensive line after that Super Bowl. So I think that's the move I'm gonna go with. You went with the Julio. I went with that. I think them are two teams. Of course, Kansas City's a Super Bowl team. They've been to the last two 1-1. And like you said, now is the Titans' window.
Yeah.
Because now, how you stop them, bro? Because you can't play Julio and AJ Brown 1-on-1 all game. Because, like you said, that's a monster and a baby monster. Then you got Thanos in the fucking backfield. So it's like, what you gonna do?
Tight end? Do you know?
So they lost Jonas Smith. I know the guy they got now. He's real versatile. We're at 85. I can't think of his name, but he made a couple plays against us in the regular season and the playoff game versus Tennessee. And he's real versatile. They have him kind of play like tight end, H-back type stuff. So you'll see him on the line in the backfield, things like that. He's real versatile. But when you got guys like that, no lie, at tight end, you going to get open.
Yeah.
They tight end should probably just have 50 catches just off the fact he going to be open.
Yeah. So we that'll go back to that what's your boy that was always dancing with Pittsburgh? I can't think of his name. Juju. That's it. The AB Juju effect. They gonna double team AB. Juju, you eat. You make a career out of that. You make a top tier season out of that, get paid, and then go back to being average once AB is
He
done.
was somebody though. Even just to talk about our offseason moves, I was shocked he went back to Pittsburgh on the 1 year, and he had got offered more money from Kansas City and us. So it was kind of shocking he took that 1 year and went back to Pittsburgh. But the next one, if there is any trade you can make in the league with any team, make it realistic, Jack, because I know how you be. Not like your Saints about to make a trade for Russell Wilson for next year's first round draft pick and a third. So like a realistic trade. So for example, like A-Rod to Denver, like something like that you really have heard. If there's any trade in the league you can make, what would it be?
If I can make any trade, is this for our team or anybody's team?
Anybody?
Oh, okay. Shit, for anybody's team. I'm gonna just keep it with us, since I know our players or whatever. But I will give up. I might have to give up Mike Thomas, and I'm gonna go Mike Thomas.
Talk to me, because that's your man.
That's my man. I've been saying he the best in the league, even though realistically he's third in my head.
All right, yeah, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, if being biased, I say he's the best, but realistically, he's third in my head, just on the type of receiver that I was, before I blew my knee out and lost my scholarship to Michigan.
Yeah.
But
talk that.
But nah, I would have to go. But nah, real talk, I would keep Mike Thomas. I would try to realistically go after Xavier Howard from Miami. I would try to give up Marcus Williams, even though he's a good safety. I don't think he's ever took that step to the next tier. So I would give him up. I would try to they can have Pete Warner's punk bum ass that we just drafted out of Ohio State. We'll throw him in there. And I might have to throw in I would try to package the deal around. We just got Brian Poole from the Jets just for depth reasons, but it will have to be something like that for us to get Marshawn Lattimore help on the other side. I would like to. I'm pissed that we let go Jenkins, even though Jenkins is not a top tier guy. He had his little 2-year, 3-year window when he was with the Giants, but he's
real good. He's a real solid player.
Yeah, and I'm pissed. But did he go to Tennessee too?
I think that is where he went.
So shit. So just to get Marshawn help on the other side, because I just feel like they're gonna. We signed somebody, and he might start Ken Crawley, who was getting his ass cooked.
I know exactly who he is.
Boy went down to the practice squad, got cut off for that, and now we bringing him back. So it's like, damn, like Sean, you can do something better than that. We was going to try to go after Sherman. Richard Sherman, until he had his little episode where he
that hurt him with a lot of teams,
front doors, and so I would try to go after Xavier Howard.
Okay, that would be a good trade. It's funny because I wouldn't be shocked if y'all did move Mike Thomas. I wouldn't be shocked if it came, just because all the stuff that's been going on lately. But one trade I would like to see, and I know the only reason it wouldn't happen is because these teams are in the same division, like literally the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. But I would like to see Gardner Minshew traded to the Colts, because I feel like I ain't going to say Trevor Lawrence is the better talent, you feel me? But it's not like Gardner Minshew was doing crazy. Minshew, my fault. Gardner Minshew is how you pronounce his name. Was doing bad. Like, he was playing really, really good. And I'm not into all like the QBRs and stuff like that. But like for the people who are all the analytic people out there, he was top 10 in a lot of stuff in the NFL. And like, I think that'll help the coach. And as we see Carson Wentz, can he stay healthy?
Right. Minshew would be a good little Band-Aid to put on that.
Yeah, you feel me? And
Be
I
a
think
little
he's
game manager. You know, game managers, they will only get you so far
true
until he
that.
has to step up. But that's a nice
But
little
and
Band-Aid.
I don't think he's scared of the moment to step up though.
Oh,
Like,
you see the
cause
mustache? Nah, he nasty. He ain't
so
scared of
like
that.
he got the arm talent. He could throw the ball. He know how to move in the pocket. And the coach, I think they have one of the best young running back. Well, I ain't gonna call him one of the best because I like to see you do stuff like once teams see you, how you react. But once you get on film during the season, this regardless is gonna happen. Jonathan Taylor ate up for them. They got good young receivers. None of them I think are like stars in the making. But like Michael Pittman's a good young receiver. What's bro's name? Zach Pascal's a good, solid young receiver for them. They got good, solid tight ends. They have, if not the best line in the NFL. So I just think that, and I don't think they will have to give up much. Even though, like I said, I don't think it will happen because these two teams are in the same division. I don't think they will have to give up much to go get him. I think they'll be able to give up like a 4th round pick, 3rd round pick, possibly. Seeing like Jacksonville needs help, so possibly seeing one of they might be able to just pull that off for that because like you're trading for their backup quarterback. It's not like you're going for something outrageous, but that would be a trade I would like to see.
Yeah, that'd definitely be cool. That's
and Carson Wentz, he like, bruh, you gonna stay healthy for this team, bruh? Like, I think he's a good player. Well, yeah, I think he's a good player. I just don't think he showed any flashes at MVP Carson. Well, on his way to being MVP Carson Wentz, because that's just like saying MVP Paul George. They actually never won the MVP, but they were putting up good numbers. I mean, Carson Wentz, if he didn't get injured, he probably really would have won his.
Yeah, 17, yeah.
Yeah, but he hasn't shown any flashes of that. And to end us off here for the good people, this ain't gonna have nothing to do with me. This is gonna be all you. So we know why you named Yak, play wide receiver. And if anybody out there, we all football players, you know what Yak mean. My dog was getting them yards after the catch. You feel me? So he's getting busy. So he gonna give y'all his top 5, Yak's top 5 receivers. I don't know how he's listening. So just how I hear him come off. So if you want to, for the people, drop it 5 through 1 for us. But go ahead and end us off with this with Yak's top 5 wide receivers going into the season. I don't know. Do you want to do it going into the season or based off last season?
I can kind of do both.
Okay.
Yeah, I can kind of do both. So just going off of last season, I'm gonna start off with 5. I'm gonna go down 5. I'm gonna go Cooper Kupp. He really take them short yardage and he will turn it into good yards. He entered the season with 533 yards. At Yak yards, you know, some people just hear that and this thing is where, but that's very important to get those Yak yards, get those yards after the catch.
There are a lot of first downs.
Yeah. And then 4, I'm gonna go with a top 5 receiver, just flat out top 5 receiver. I'm gonna go Devontae Adams. He got his yards after the catch coming in at 561. So that's a lot of touchdowns, first downs, 3rd and 6. Hey, I need you. I'm coming. Get the Yak. Hey, you get an extra little yard. You fall on that 40-yard line. So we'll go with him. Travis Kelce, of course, he eats in the middle. They like to throw them.
Hey, let's go. Because I was gonna be pissed if you ain't have a tight end on this list. I was gonna be pissed.
I got another one. I got Darren Waller.
Let's go.
He might be my favorite tight end to watch this season. So hopefully he falls off the bandwagon. They cut him, and then we bring him down to Nola.
That's a wrap. They just gave him a contract extension.
So,
and he 4 years. And he 4 years clean. If anybody should be salty, it should be me. He was a Raven. It was on them drugs.
Yeah, which I didn't even know that till that documentary dropped. That was deep for real.
That was kind of touching.
Yeah, it was.
He was about to OD, bro. Could you imagine ODing like 2 blocks away from the stadium you play at?
Yeah, that's it's definitely crazy. And then to see John Harbaugh's face when they told him that, like you could tell that was some stuff, man.
Yeah, like what the hell?
Yeah, so hey, I seen somebody said Gordon was his drug dealer, and They said Gordon was selling pills,
Hey,
walking
for
off
the
the
low,
practice field. Oh, that's hilarious.
they fooling.
Hey, to get back to it though, I had Darren Waller coming in at Kelsey, he had 574. Darren Waller coming in at 2, he had 576. So, but I'm gonna cap it off with a running back. I'm gonna see if you know who it is though.
It's AK.
Got to be AK. AK
It's,
voted. I'm gonna see if
yeah,
he switches. Really, I'm gonna really see if he switches number to number 6. I'm really trying to get his jersey, even though Breeze is up out of there. I would get Mike Thomas, but he went to Ohio State. I can't wear a. I can't
no, you cannot do that.
Nah, him or Lattimore can't do it. But I'm gonna go with Alvin Kamara. He had 742 yards after the catch. Now that's very impressive, just because he's catching it right at the, they're throwing halfback screens or throwing zero routes where they throw it to him right at the line of scrimmage or whatever. But I'm gonna go him, cap it off. He is Saint. Hopefully he plays.
Now let me be
5 yards.
Let me be a petty person real quick. Like I would be a petty person. Somebody would say, like you just said, he gets a lot of them yards because it's like dump offs and stuff like that. A lot of people would say, what would be they knock? Like that's the only reason he do get so many, because like they dump offs and then he got to get yards after. Now me, I love it because I think that's even more the credit. If I'm dump you right here and now all 11 see you and got a chance to go get you, it's even more impressive that you could get them many yards after the catch. But somebody will be like, imagine if Stephon Diggs got dump offs like that. Imagine how many yards after catch he would say. So what would be your reaction if somebody tried to say some corny stuff like that? Would it be basically what I said because it's more impressive because now all 11 could seem and basically said it like a linebacker being matched up with a tight end or.
But it's crazy like how all these dudes that play football will knock that. I'm going to touch on Michael Thomas just for a quick second. But going back to Alvin, it's crazy how all these football players will knock it when that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
That's your job. If the quarterback has nobody open, he's supposed to dump it off. It's not the running back's fault that he's making the linebacker miss or the DE.
Because all you got to do is cut on that one play versus Green Bay, bro.
Yeah, and he broke like 6 tackles and scored.
Literally,
it's crazy. It's like it's serious. It's crazy that some people will really knock somebody for doing something that's easy, a pass that's easy to catch, but it's harder to because you got to find the lane quick. Like you got to catch the ball, come back, find your hole, and go.
Hey, yeah.
So, but then it's crazy how people will say that about Michael Thomas, calling him slant boy. What he had like 1,600 yards. Nobody can tell me nothing if I'm getting 1,600 yards running slants. That's your DB's fault. People are really knocking Mike Thomas for getting all them yards running slant. Dog, you can't stop him running a slant. That's your DB's fault. Like, it's crazy what people will say because somebody's making it seem so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're putting up the better numbers than anybody else that's doing it. Of course, I might say D-Hop is a better receiver. He gets 1,500 yards going deep, so he can do whatever. Mike Thomas is doing slants.
Like, and comebacks and out routes.
Yeah, like 10-yard out routes. What are we talking about? But not to go off on Mike Thomas, though, but that's going to be my top 5. Whoever says that about their dump-off yards. I mean, for a quarterback, you can say if somebody throws a halfback screen on a 2-yard line and they take it 98 yards and it shows up in the stats that he threw a 98-yard pass, all right, if you want to break it down like that, that's cool. But no, don't knock the running back.
Yeah, because when really he threw a 4-yard pass and this man got busy.
Yeah, that's crazy. When you hear certain people say things, you just be like, all right. You be like, all right. Sometimes I go to the barbershop, they be talking about D-Wade.
Hey, bro, I'm off topic, but I ain't never talked sports in the barbershop again. Remind you, we was probably like around 23, 24 when I said this statement. So you know we're 28 now.
Right.
So to tell you how long I ain't talked sports in the barbershop, off topic, but when you said that, I had said LeBron was more Magic than Michael Jordan. You feel me? Y'all always heard me say that.
Right.
And the old heads in the barbershop, all these niggas older than me, told me I was disrespectful towards LeBron for putting him in the same for even putting Magic in the same conversation as him.
Mm.
So after that, I'm with you. I don't even. Some people when they talk sports, I don't even respond. Oh yeah, bet.
Yeah, it's just, and then
Yeah,
it's
I
like
don't
an
even.
old head. Like Magic was that dude back then when y'all played. What are you
And
talking
my
about? It's
thing is, you would
disrespectful.
think they would think that because they're way older than me. But
Yeah,
what do I know?
it's not like you compare LeBron to, I don't even know a bum's name from back then. I don't even want to say nobody's name though, but it's really mind boggling that people who just
The
some of the
stuff
things
they say.
it's one thing where you say something like, all right, I can see why you said that, but you just like people
Talking,
just be crazy,
because they got a mouth.
crazy. But yeah, that's gonna be the top 5 yak yards. Now, if we was doing it the other way, where I had my top 5 just flat out receivers, then that's where we would have got Freaky out. I had D Hop 1, Julio 2, Mike Thomas 3, D Adams 4, Stephon Diggs 5.
So that's your 5 going into this next season. Your top 5 going next season.
Now Odell used to be my second favorite receiver, but since it's been what 2 years?
Basically, kind of.
Yeah, he's automatically in there, but since it's been 2 years, I can't disrespect D Adams, Diggs, Mike T. Shit, he might miss whatever, and then Julio and D Hop and Julio, they just monsters. That's just what it is. But
Yeah, ain't no other way around it. But yeah, I like that. I like that. One guy I thought probably would be mentioned who is my guy, Keenan Allen. But no,
yeah, he's always on the cusp for me. Yeah,
a lot of people do always have him on that cusp. So, random question before we end it right here: what receiver do you think somebody like CD Lamb could make that jump into the top 5? Him. Ooh, I forgot to mention him on my pause. Brandon Ayuk out to 49ers. Forgot to mention him on my second-year players. I think gonna take a leap. I think he's gonna be. Yeah, he's gonna be the 49ers leading receiver.
Yeah,
He's gonna be the 40. Now, don't get me wrong. Debo Samuel gonna be that guy who get the quick. Yeah, you feel me? But they just got so much because how you mentioned Waller, your favorite tight end to watch. George Kittle, my favorite to watch. Because one thing I love about him too, he blocked that up.
Right.
Get them shoulder pads. Everybody who play football know that's how you get them feet set. Low man win. He blocks it up. And as a Saints fan, he ended y'all season a couple years ago. So yak.
Right on.
He got that yak. But yeah.
But Brandon, that is a good one. Shit, I forgot the question you asked before you said all that.
Did you think any second-year receiver could jump into that top 5? Yeah, just somebody like CD Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Ayuk.
I can see them. What we got? D Hop, Julio, Mike T. Because they all 27 plus, so they'll be out of there in about
Hold up. Don't even answer that question. You just named top 5 receivers, and they named Tyreek Hill.
I don't like Tyreek Hill. I don't like him. I mean, it's a
save that for the season preview.
Okay.
Because I'm about to tell you right now, that's number 1 in the NFL to me.
He the number 1 receiver? Okay. We'll touch on that later, like you said.
Yeah. I just was naming your 5 in my head. I'm like, he missing somebody. That's all I kept saying to myself. Like, he missing somebody.
Yeah, I know. Everybody be saying Hill is either 1, 2, or 3. I see the 200-yard quarters, halves he putting up.
You feel me? He like you know how you said like Julio a monster. He like if Julio was 5'10", that's him. If Julio was 5'10", that's Tyreek Hill. Because you gotta think, what Hill ran like a 4.2 something. Then Julio ran a 4.31 on a fractured foot. So think how fast he really is.
No, I can't put Julio on. I can't do that. I seen Julio catch some shit, and I seen him big body some nigga. Even though you saying if he was his size,
but I get what you. Hey, clip where he just that's the little bro. We gonna say that. We gonna say that though. Yeah, don't even answer that question. Don't even answer that question. I'm just crazy. You had the top 5 without Tyreek Hill,
But to
hey,
go back to CeeDee Lamb, I could in about 3. I wouldn't say 3-4 years because even though if he snaps this year, he got to do it repetitive.
mm-hmm.
So I want to say about 3-4 years, he might be top 5. I got to get him time to be repetitive.
Oh, no, I understand. You want to keep, you know how we ride. You got to keep seeing. You can't be no 1 year ahead and think I'm going to throw you in my top 5. It don't.
Right.
It don't work like that.
That's what Tripper did with Julius Randle. It's like, yeah, but I had to piss you off real quick.
Hey. Hey, so sneak preview. Hey, because I'm going to tell you something, Yak. I'm going to tell you something because I'm about to drop this episode first. We just did a little NBA episode last night or whatever, just talking some hoops. And we did top 10 players based off last year. Like, how in the NFL when we got the talk where we said we're going to do the 10 for the upcoming year. Mm-hmm. So we did the 10 for the previous year, and Lim he was like, you ain't think of Julius Randle? And I forgot how crazy of a season Julius Randle had.
Yeah.
No bet. I'm like, I forgot but I was like, hell no. Like when I think of top 10 players, bro, Julius Randle was far from my head.
What was that, like his 8th season in the NBA? And he finally had a good season?
And you was a top 10 pick, so it's not like you were a bum that just did good. Like you were. Now, discredit rookie year, he did break his leg first game. Start you out. But like you said, you're 9 years in, buddy.
Yeah. Do it again.
Yeah. You don't even get started on Trip. I've never seen somebody who played basketball not know basketball so much.
Even your position.
Yeah, we ain't even
the details of the in and outs of playing basketball. You don't know your position that you went to college and played basketball for. But now, shout out to little brother. He already.
Hey, yeah, that's all love. That's all love. You know what it is, Trip. We gotta rock with you, but yeah, that's how I coming. But hey, this is another episode. Always talking sports. It's August 14th. Just about to drop soon as we finish. Well, it's gonna start uploading. I don't know when it's gonna drop. YouTube take however long they want to. That's on them. But we're gonna come back at y'all with more content, of course. Appreciate you, Yak, for tapping in. He's definitely gonna be on we dropped another episode for y'all where we're gonna give our predictions on the NFL season, college football episode coming, NBA season episode coming. So we got all that good content coming for everybody. So once again, it's Maurice with Always Talking Sports. That's my dog, Yak. You can say your goodbyes to the people.
All right, Salute. Appreciate you for having us on. We on national TV making history. Appreciate all the love. Everybody tap into this episode. We want the numbers to go up. Like, share, all that. The things you're supposed to do on YouTube. Put this video in y'all.
We got all that in the description too.
Yep. We're gonna do all that. We want Dog to get his shine and continue to grow and all that. And I'm about to buy my tickets right now for the show. My dog.
They ain't even ready for that. I forgot what you was talking about. I ain't even told the people about that. Yeah, I ain't even told the people about I'm about to make a little acting debut out here. But
yeah, we definitely got that. Me and the wife, we're gonna be there. We're gonna celebrate Dog doing big things in life. So it's all love everywhere.
My dog. All right, people, we out.